Other data types like numbers. In numbers, we have four different types, right? One is int type and float type. One more is complex and long type, right? Next boolean type and string type also we have seen. Okay, related to that string also come under this sequence only. What is this sequence? Sequence is a data type that represents a group of elements. Okay, in string case, group of characters we say. Okay, string is a group of characters, right? Okay, in the same way, a group of elements we can consider it as a sequence. Okay, we have generally five different types of sequences are there. Okay, one is string. Okay, here you can see string. Okay, the string already we have seen. Okay, then we have list. Okay, tuple, and one more we have set. Okay, then dictionaries. Okay, these five are the different sequences, and for range also will come under the sequence only. Okay, range also, that it is giving one sequence only, right? This range function also will come under the sequence only. Okay, these are the different sequences which we have in Python. Okay, programmatically, how you can just coming to this list. Already we have seen that string, right? Okay, how we have declared the string? It's a group of characters, right? Just a second, I will show. See, for example, I'm going to take one string S1. Okay, you can consider like any name, some Harish and J. Okay, either you can take it in single quote or double quote. Okay, if I print this S1, it will give that string in the output. Whatever the string we have taken, that string is printed in the output. Okay, this internally how it will work. Okay, uh, like total string, just simply it will take the characters. First character in will start from the index 0. Okay, the next character. Okay, like that. Internally it will follow some one array. Okay, see, if I want to access these in these characters in my programming, how you can access? By using index value, right? While discussing about like strings, I discussed this point. Okay, by using this index will start from 0, 1, 2, okay, 3, up to length minus 1. Okay, we have one more index value. Okay, in one more way, you can access these like characters from this string. Okay, what is that? Using negative index. Okay, starts from the minus 1. Okay, minus 2, minus 3, like this. In this way also, you can access the characters from this string. Okay, just try whether we are able to access. I'm going to access index 1 value. S of 1. What is the value we'll get here? It will start from the 0, right? I think I will get A here. Okay, you got A, right? The same way, S1 of like 5 I am going to take. Okay, see, H I got. Suppose if I take S1 of 6. Okay, S1 of 6 is not there, right? Okay, what is the output you will see? Okay, see, string index out of range. Okay, out of range means there is no element with the index value 6. Okay, you can retrieve by using negative index also. If I take minus 1 here means will give last element from your string. Okay, H only, right? Okay, in the same way, like if you want to retrieve from some index to some index value. Okay, I want to start from index 2. If I use the slice operator, you can get from index position 2 to remaining. Okay, see, this is the index value 2, right? 0, 1, 2. Okay, this value I got. Okay, if I need only in between, okay, from 2 to I need to start. Okay, if I mention 5 means up to index 4, you will get the output here. Okay, not you will get up to 5, 2 to it will start to this number minus 1. Okay, in this way you will work on like strings. You can concatenate strings also. The same different functions, built-in functions you will see in list as well. Okay, see how this list will work. Okay, see a list is this is similar to an array. Okay, in array uh, you remember, right, what array can consist? It's only, it consists some group of elements of same type, right? Suppose in C language, if I say integer array, means that array can consist only integer elements. Okay, for example, like if I take float array, means that consists only floating type data. Okay, but coming to this list, it is similar to array only, but it can consist like any type of data, different type of data elements it can consist. Okay, for example, if I consider like one list. Okay, this is the strings, right? If I consider one list L1, okay, L1 equals to, how you can declare one list here by using square brackets. Okay, by using square brackets, but to represent any string we are using either single quote or double quote, right? This you need to remember. While in sequence we have different like sequence data types are there, right? One is string. Okay, for string we use this double quote, either double quote or single quote. Okay, in this way you will represent strings. Next we have list. Okay, this list also sequence data type. Okay, how you will represent this list is using this square brackets. Okay, next we have tuple. Okay, just remember these brackets. Okay, for which we are using which bracket. Okay, for tuples we will use this parenthesis. Okay, next we have set. For set we'll use this curly braces. Okay, next we have dictionary. Okay, for dictionary we'll use same this curly braces only, but in dictionary we'll mention the elements as key value pairs. For each key we will give one value. Okay, in dictionary we'll give elements as key value pairs. In this way we will give in dictionary. Okay, just remember this diagram. Okay, then you won't get any confusion which one is tuple. And we are not mentioning anything here which type of data it is. We are not mentioning anything here, right? Okay, just based on this like brackets on this single quote and double quotes, internally it will treat as it is a list, it is a tuple, or it is a set. Like that it will like internally it will treat. Suppose that I will show here. Suppose that if I want to know the type of this S1, okay, type of the S1, we can see here str, means it is a string data type. Okay, but here I am not mentioning anything, right? In the initial classes I said, okay, Python is a like dynamically typed language, right? We no need to mention any type here. Okay, based on your assignment, okay, internally it will treat as a, either it is a string or list or okay number or anything, it will treat internally. Okay, because it is a dynamically typed language. Okay, see here I am going to create one list. How we can create list is uh, list L1 equals to use the square bracket. Okay, inside you can give any number of elements. Okay, suppose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 5 again, 6 again, okay, 7. In this way you can create one list. By using square bracket you can create one list. Okay, this is the list. Suppose if I print L1 here, okay, it is printed the entire list. Okay, you can see once I print the L1, we are able to see this entire list. Whatever we have created, the list is printed here. Just like whatever we have seen in string, everything you can work here also. Okay, for example, this list also internally, just like we said, this it is just like a array only, right? Okay, it starts from the all the elements which are present in list. Okay, internally we will represent those those elements as an index value. Okay, index value, it starts from the 0 and it will end at n minus 1. Okay, in the same way here also you can retrieve the element by using negative index. Okay, by using negative index also you can retrieve the elements from the list. Okay, suppose I will try here L1 of I want to retrieve one element from this list. Okay, at index position 3 I'm going to retrieve one element from this list. Okay, is it possible? Just try this one. Okay, whether we get the value or not. Yes, we got the value. Okay, L1 of 3 means it will start from 0, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, index position third element it is going, we are going to like this we can work all the operations. Okay, like for example I want L1 of from index position 3 to remaining elements I require. Okay, sorry, like Li I mentioned here, right? Okay, just okay, see L1 of from 3 to required remaining elements. Okay, you got the from index position 3 3 to remaining elements you got, right? This is the slicing operator, you can do like this. Okay, the same way by you can go for negative index also. Okay, from L1 of minus 2, L1 of minus 2. Okay, hope we will get the 6 here. Okay, see, you got the 6 here, right? See, if you observe this list here, okay, you can take duplicate values also. Okay, here you can observe 5 is there and 5 is there, 6 is there, 6 is there, and it means that it is allows duplicate value. Okay, and also it is immutable in nature. Okay, or not immutable, it is mutable. Okay, mutable means, just a second. Okay, this is the mutable. Mutable means you can change, you can update the values, and you can delete the some elements from this list. Okay, you can add some elements into this list. Okay, like that you can work on this list. But whereas string is immutable. Okay, can we for example if I take like s1 equals to some name. Okay, can I add some characters to this list, sorry, this string? Suppose s1 of some 2 index position 2 equals to, I'm going to assign some capital A. See, str object does not support item assignment, means that this string is immutable. Okay, you cannot, once you consider it as a string, you cannot change the string, or you cannot update the string. Okay, you cannot delete some characters from the string because the string is immutable. Okay, coming to this list are mutable. Okay, suppose if I take L1 here, okay, this is the list, right? You can update this list, or else you can delete some value from this list also. Okay, See, suppose L1 of, okay, list of some index position 5. Okay, what is the index position 5 here now? Some 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, like sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the 5 is the index position of 5. I'm going to change that value to 10. Okay, I'm trying to change that value. If I see L1 now, in the position field, that value is replaced by, okay, 10. Okay, because you are able to update your list. Okay, you are able to update your list here. Okay, means that this is the mutable list, is the mutable one. Okay, you observe this document. Okay, just go through this document once. Okay, in this way you can create one list, not only numbers here, you can go with some other type also. Okay, within this list, some L1 of L1 equals to, you can take some names also here. Okay, first element I'm taking as name. Okay, second element I'm taking as number. Okay, third element I'm taking as some float value. Okay, in this way also you can go with the list. Okay, it is not just like array, right? It is similar to array, but it can store different type of data elements. Okay, see, Ramya, can you take one screenshot? We have only 2 or 3 minutes with me. Can you? Ramya is there?
Sir.
Okay, just take one screenshot. In this way you can work with the list. Okay, see, this is the, I said right, this is a positive index, starts from 0. Okay, it ends with the like length minus 1. Okay, negative index starts from right side onwards, last element onwards, starts from minus 1, minus 2, like this. You can retrieve the elements by using negative indexing also. Okay, these are the operations we did. Okay, index of 0 means first element will be taken from this list. Okay, from 0 to 2. Okay, 2, 2 to remaining. Okay, from starting to up to second element. 3 means this number minus 1, second element. Okay. In this way, just try some examples, just try some, execute some samples on this list to get some clear idea about this list. Okay, it's the way to create like one list. Okay, here I'm trying to create a list of, by using range function I'm going to create some elements. See, instead of giving numbers manually, okay, some L2 I'm taking, L2 equals to, okay, or like how I'm going to state range of 1 to some 21 means up to 20 will 25. So if I take L2 here, you will see this is the list. In this way also you can like create one list. Okay, so instead of giving the numbers like manually, okay, you can take by using the range function also. Okay, say updating and deleting list. Okay, we have seen right how you can update that list. Okay, by using append also you can add some elements to your list. Okay, append means from list. Here you can observe. Okay, here you can observe one list is there. Okay, this list I just have printed, the same elements are printed. Okay, if I want to add some one element to this list, how you can, by using append function, append that number. Okay, whatever the number you